welcome to NAMM 2016. This is Rich Osweiler for PremierGuitar.com. I'm here with Robert Keeley, the man behind Keeley Electronics, and they've got a whole bunch of new pedals here at the show to show off. Robert, how's it going?
Man, it's going great. It's been our best show ever.
I love hearing that.
Great.
Well, let's get started. Why don't you take us through the line, and we'll hear what each of them does.
Sure. For 2016, we have introduced 4 tone workstations, and they include one that's kind of a drive workstation, compression and drive. There is one that's a mod workstation. The mod workstation has a couple drive channels, but our modulation effects like the swirly type stuff, like rotary stuff. And then finally, our delay workstation, which is 8 different delays and 8 different reverbs that we crafted over the past year that we put together in one package.
Very cool. And the delay is what we were hearing, obviously, on the lead-in as we came in.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. And so,
why don't you take us through from left to right, and we'll just play around a little bit and see what they can do.
Wonderful. So the delay workstation, again, has 8 patches for delay, 8 patches for reverb. The delay has got an onboard tap tempo, and the reverb channel has got an expression pedal, so that you can control a parameter, the depth in general, with your foot. So it gives players the most amount of flexibility in a package. The delay workstation is going to be $229 out March 1st.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and hear a reverb patch then. It's also got a tap tempo delay. Why don't we show them just a couple of seconds of that. Wonderful.
Yeah, very nice.
That's great. So with the mod workstation, what that has is it has 8 of our modulation effects. Everything from tremolo to harmonic tremolo to phaser, flanger, chorus, even our brand new rotary cabinet simulation. And it's got random sample, filter, and hold, so it's got some crazy stuff too. It also has our aux blood overdrive, and it has our Katana and 1962 overdrive. So really, it's got about 3 overdrives in it and 8 modulations.
Wow.
It's really a powerful tool. And go ahead and maybe you can demo one of the modulation effects for me. All the workstations are $299.
Right on.
And they're all coming out shipping March 1st.
Okay.
We're actually in the stages of producing them right now.
Okay.
Okay, and then lastly, we have the tone workstation. What's interesting is I built John Mayer a couple tone workstations back in 2005. And he just recently called me, as Tech did, Renee, and asked to produce another one. I happened to find one, sent it to him, and it was a perfect impetus to start manufacturing them again. So I'm really pleased to present the 2016 tone workstation, which has a compressor with a blend control, the first time we've done the blend control on there.
Okay.
And it's got our 1962 and Katana, so you got our low gain settings, and then it's got our Red Dirt, which is our saturated TS9 tube screamer type of sound.
Okay.
And so it's got 15 years worth of modifications built into it.
Right
so here, let's listen to the compressor with the blend control. That's the old school compressor right there. Now with our treble boost and then blend control, you got a lot more cutting sound. And you got our Katana in there, so you got a little, go ahead and play. So you got plenty of boost for any situation to push, drive an amplifier.
Right on.
Yeah, there's also one other tone workstation called the Super Mod Workstation, which is actually 2 of these in one. This is our Studio Reverb series. These are an imaginative look at how we would view studios if they were in their heyday today. So we took a faithful kind of recreation look at Abbey Road Studio, and we combined some of the electronics that the engineers actually designed there for that studio, and we implemented them into our chamber reverb. So you can have the exact same controls that Ken Townsend was playing with John Lennon right there. You can adjust the reverb, and we simulate not only the room, but we simulate the microphone and the tapes that they used then. Then we have the Memphis Sun. This one is where it starts to get a little bit crazier, more imaginative look, because although we have some great slapback and room echoes that simulate the tiles, the RCA 44 microphone, the tube equipment. But then we start to do some stuff like some kind of psychedelic hillbilly double tracking, and then doing some crazy stuff with the slapback echoes that didn't exist then, but that we thought that would fit the genre of music really fun. Lastly, we looked at Crazy Phil Spector, and we said, hey, his Gold Star studio, the wall of sound, he coined terms, or he coined thoughts that were like, so much room, so much sound in a room that the room was compressing or the room was distorting the sound. So we came up with a compressed reverb and a distorted reverb, and then a really crazy flanged reverb. So it's a really imaginative look at, you know, what didn't exist, but what he would have loved to play with. Yeah. Okay. So it's really cool. They're very crazy. It's great for experimental music. You can do, you know, crazy Pink Floyd stuff. You can do stuff that usually only studio engineers would be able to do for you.
Right on.
So that's great.
Well, very cool. That is some awesome new stuff from Keeley. Robert, where can folks learn more about what you got here at the show and everything else in your line?
Sure. Our website is keeleyengineering.com, and you can check out all the new products there. We'll have a full description of each of the parameters of the effects. You can read about our studio theme series, our new mini compressor, and a couple other new things as well.
Right on. Well, there you go, folks. This is Rich Osweiler from PremierGuitar.com at the Keeley Electronics booth. Be sure to sign up for our YouTube channel and catch all the action this week. Thanks.